So, Jesus, karaoke last night did not help with that. I am on my way to the Imperial City, so let's go. It's so hot here. It's ridiculous. It's like 36, 37. Woo. This is pretty cool so far. Definitely wouldn't want to storm this place in the 1100s. Or actually, I'm not sure, but I'll probably find out later. Yeah, it was pretty impregnable. These things firing at you as well. I think I'm alright. I don't know why I'm going on about storming this place. Since coming out here, I've become a big fan of coffee. They mix it with condensed milk, which makes it very nice. But I also take it black quite a lot of the time. So that's something I didn't know. Also, watermelon. Tried it back in the UK. It's like, it doesn't taste the same as watermelon gummies. Tell you what though, it slaps out here. It's so good, especially with how hot it is. It's amazing. That flag definitely sends a message. Like, you know what you're in for. And look at this. That is one hell of a front door. You know, imagine knocking on that gate. Jeez, you'd be intimidated. Look at those little koi fish just in the pond. Oh, how cute are they? Just reading this. It's pretty cool. Turns out it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I didn't know that before actually. That's the reason I came here. But it's the 19th century, or the 11th. So just a couple of hundred years off. I put on a lot of like SPF 81, I think it is, which is like oddly specific. But I mean, hopefully it works. I haven't got burnt yet. I've got bitten, but not burnt. The craftsmanship in here is insane. Like, it's hard to capture on camera, but it's so beautiful to look at. It's spectacular. So this building here was the Treasury, and then became the College of Fine Arts in the late 1900s. Although it looks like it could use some tender love and care. I did it. I did the fake influencer thing. Yeah, that was embarrassing to do. My parents will be the first to tell you that I was not a big fan of gardens growing up. However, it is beautiful. Okay, a little update. I climbed up this little hill tree thing here that you saw in the previous clip, and I'm about to make my way down. And in that hole just there, I saw a little it wasn't that little, but a snake go in there, and I have to step over a tree trying to get down to the other side. I'm not saying I have a phobia of snakes, but I've never been a big fan of them, you know. And I don't know if it's poisonous or not, but yeah, let's see if we survive. If you don't see if you don't see this clip at all, then I'm gone. We made it past, and I'm all good, so there we go. That's good, I suppose. This is just so cool, just like right in the middle of the garden. They're like meeting room. I could definitely take my meetings here, if I had meetings. I don't have, I'm not even a student. I don't have meetings. But I would take them here if I did. There's a nice little breeze here, so I think I want to stay here for a bit. It's so peaceful. There's just like a cool rock formation there. I feel like a lord just walking through his halls. It's awesome. Just look at that craftsmanship on there. That's insane. Would not have been easy. Well, building a palace is probably not easy. I really want to buy that stuff. That's so cool. Opens up onto this like massive courtyard. You can see through there. That's amazing. Just imagine relaxing in the shade, looking out into the courtyard. Would have been incredible. Yeah, I can get used to that. That'd be nice. What is slightly more spectacular is looking just around this corner. No, it's not that. It's that. Oh my goodness, that is insane. That is, I mean, hats off, because that's amazing. Cheeky game of tennis against the king, you know. I reckon this is definitely a 19th century jobby. I promise I don't have a habit of filming myself in the toilet. over right there. Just a gecko chilling while I'm trying to, you know, do my stuff. Look at that. That is craftsmanship at its finest. It's just, this is insane in this place. This is the ultimate meeting room. Look how much like care and design has been put into the interior of the place. Like I thought the exterior is impressive, but the interior is amazing as well. Pause the video now and read that. And if anyone can actually make sense of it, I'll give you a little peck on the cheek. How about that? I always thought the idea of a siesta, you know, where you go to bed in the middle slash, it's not always the middle, but kind of the hottest part of the day, was a bit of a weird idea. I mean, coming from England, the hottest part of the day is whenever it's not raining, so never. And but now I totally get it. I think siestas are an amazing idea. I could go to bed right now if there was a bed here, but there's not, because, well, obviously there's not. This is like a castle inside of a castle. Well, it's a keep, I suppose. Little baby moat around it, and just notice now a toilet, which is useful because every time you need the toilet, you don't want to be hurrying over the moat. You know, you might get a bit too excited and fall in. We're gonna go in and have a look what's in this little keep. They've always got this like symmetrical, asymmetrical thing going on as well, because you've got two gates either side of the big piece in the middle, but then you've also got a tree just to kind of offset the symmetry of the place. But it works so well, you know, because it's got that symmetrical beauty, but then it's not perfect, but you know, they found beauty in the imperfection, because they've created it, but you know what I mean. So I just tried to lean back against this, and it's pretty spicy. I think I just burnt my bottom, you know. See, why would you know? Who burns their bum? Ignore me. Right, okay. Well, that probably wouldn't pass many health and safety checks in the UK. Good thing we're not in the UK. Oh god, that's wobbly. I've never been known for my balance, but I think I took that pretty gracefully. The amazing thing about the Citadel is you just be wandering around the walls and through it and just find something new. Like, I just came across this house, and there's a bunch of gardens around it as well. And I was, you know, this is like the 20th one I've come across so far, and they're all just unique in their own way. So this, instead of having the tile dragons, it's more of it is not more of it is a stone carving, and you've got the kind of the tiles there, but it's more of a marble and stone structure rather than the clay tiles that is normally, or the ceramic tiles that are normally being used. So everything's kind of so different and unique in its own way, and there's just so much of it. And then, like, right next to it, there's just this giant hall that was obviously used for meetings and audiences. So I've just come out of our wooden building, of all of the wooden carvings that I was talking about previously. I listened in on one of the tour guides, even though I didn't pay for it. Sue me. And he was saying that because it's such a humid and hot climate, they use at least 6 to 7 layers of tiles for the roofs to try and keep the sun out. And they have the whole ventilation system. This was put in the 19th century, so the 1800s. And I mean, that's pretty advanced for, I mean, anywhere during that time. So it truly is this whole place is a feat of engineering, both through beauty but also functionality as well. It's really, I mean, just look, like, there's an awesome looking gate like right there, and I mean, that's one of the least impressive looking ones, quite frankly. So the two places I just showed you, the kind of the stone marble one and the wooden building, that was the Queen Mother's living quarters, so the Emperor's grandmother, and it was made right at the start of the 1800s. It apparently consisted of 10 original houses, one of which was a pleasure house. She must have been a pretty old lady, so, I mean, fair enough to her, I guess. Okay, that's amazing. Their opening of I believe that's probably a dragon or a fish. The opening of the mouth is the end of, like, the drainage system on the roof of this building, which is awesome. So I'm at the exit, which is a hell of an exit. And the question that I wanted to answer for you guys and for me was, is Hue Imperial Citadel worth it? The answer is 100% yes. It was amazing. Come check it out if you're in Vietnam. Obviously, it's quite expensive to get here from wherever you're watching it. But if you are in Vietnam, Hue, definitely a worth it spot just to see the Citadel.